Huh.
Nice one.
Huh.
Okay, well that's a good start.
Alright, so villager noises aside, welcome to Season 4, Round 17 of
Season
2SRL.
4?
Yes. Shit!
Season 4? What do you mean?
God damn. We were gonna get it right this week, we were prepared and everything, and then I messed it up. God
Oh,
damn.
come on, man. It's
Yeah,
it's season 7.
I was doing driver of the day stuff for SLR, so I am confusion.
Okay, yeah.
That is a massive blunder. It is around 17 of season 7 of 2SRL. Yes, it is Funny Sunrise Weepland, also known as Japan. Well, that wasn't culturally inappropriate. Goddamn, I should shut up now. But yeah, it is Japan. I think the coin toss was clear today, so dry weather.
Yeah, I
Just
think it
epic.
was.
Yeah. 16 drivers, so a little bit better than last week, which is good.
Yeah, last week we had 15, I believe. But
Yeah, and 12 finishers. Let's hope we have a bit more than that this week. Speedy returns.
yeah, Speedy's back on track.
Yeah.
So he's currently on an outlap. Icewind has left the session. Wait, is he racing? No, he's not racing.
Good, yeah, I suppose.
All right then.
Yeah. So I'm given to understand that Speedy has been, let's just say, busy with other things and may not be fully up to pace today.
Of course you don't mention that.
Yeah, that shall not be mentioned. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's starting his hot lap now. So let's see how he performs. So of course using overtake on the straights, then back to high through the corners. Looking alright through turn 1.
Yeah, so it took a lot of curve there. You don't want to use too much of that curve because if you hit it wrong, you're gonna spin.
Yeah, not really. On some corners he's using a bit too much curb, I feel, but at least for Dunlop, yeah, at least for Dunlop he's doing alright. And coming up to the Dagners, you want to get those rights. He's not looking extremely fast, but it's still a good pace.
Yeah, first sector was 32.1, which is a pretty reasonable time for your first platinum session. So it'd probably be like, if I had to guess, based on the first sector alone, it'd probably be like mid 28.
Yeah, he cuts the inside of the corner there a little bit. Might not want to do that.
Yeah.
Of course, back on overtake again on the straights. Coming up to 130R. It's easy flat in modern Formula 1 cars.
And Hugo, right off the bat, 27.5. That's ridiculous pace.
Yeah, that's incredibly fast for a first lap of the session.
Well, that might have been an invalidation from Speedy there.
It's not showing up in his invalidation. It's a 27.9. So it's a pretty good lap. Puts him on P2. Julian puts it on P2 with a 27.6. Already, already some good lap times being put in. Some idiot.
Yeah, Hugo and Julian.
Yeah, some idiot has invalidated his lap, so he's back into the pits.
Epic. Hugo and Julian already below the pole time for last season. It was 27.7, I believe.
I am not
by
sure.
Speedy. So we're already underneath that, which is quite impressive on the first run.
Yeah, throughout the week in SLR Tier 1, I think the pole time was at 27.5.
Sounds about right.
So I think we had 4 people in the 27.5, and I'm not sure. So we have Hugo's and Danny coming up to 130R. Hugo's giving Danny a slipstream there. So that's gonna get Danny some time. So let's see how he does through the chicane. Yeah, he's looking good for the chicane, maybe a little bit conservative. It still might be a good
first run though, so
it's a 27.9, puts him on P4.
decent time.
I see Nicholas has invalidated this lap, so he might be coming into the pits.
Yeah, I think it was an in-lap anyway. He had already set the time.
Yep.
No need.
So we have Y6 on P12 with 31.3. I'm not sure if we have seen him before into SLR Tier 1.
I believe he did race into us once or twice a while back, but it's yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, so curious to see what he can do today in Japan.
Yeah, I think fair to say not the fastest first lap, 31. But, it is his first lap, so can surely improve on that. Tipsy did a 30.2 on mediums, so be interesting to see what he can do on softs.
Oh yeah, of course, let me get the tires on screen. Yeah, Tipsy Bob being the only one doing a lap on mediums, rest of the grid on softs. As usually this race is easy soft to medium.
Yeah, so like, to be honest, there's not really a point doing a medium lap. You're better off just to focus on soft runs, because like it's easy soft medium, so there's not really reason to do mediums unless you want an alternate strategy.
Yeah.
But as a result of that, you have to hope there isn't an early safety car, because that will kind of mess up your chances.
Yeah, but it seems like Tipsy has fitted soft tires now in the pits. So I think
Yeah,
he's
so
gonna
probably
improve.
just the banker run, I guess. So Idiot is on the pretty decent lap by the look of things so far. Under 32 in the first sector, which is pretty decent time-wise.
Yeah, it's coming up to the sector split now. It's an 11.2, 111.
Yeah, that's a purple sector 2, and copy with a 27.5, and then some idiot beat that. Find out.
Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, pretty tidy. Run out wide to avoid the bump. He can hold it tight if you use the right line. But 27.6, decent opening lap from him.
Yeah, puts him on
opening
P4.
valid lap. Yeah.
Yep, right behind Julian. Some Idiot is at the moment leading the standings by 14 points. Julian is in second place. So for the moment Julian is in front of his championship rival. And he's looking to get another hot lap in soon, as he's coming through Spoon on an out lap. I believe we have Nicholas behind him. Nicholas has also been performing well the past few weeks. He's in P8 at the moment, so he's probably looking to get a possibly better position.
Yeah, I think he's had a bit more practice time thanks to lockdown. Not being quite as busy with school, I would guess. But, you know, cap it.
Yeah. As most people do.
But not us, Hagrid. We're not pussies. We go out and work. We have to rise for the rent. Imagine not working because of some basic ass virus.
Oh, come on, man. We can't be doing anything.
Oh, come on, man. It's just a virus, though. Just don't get sick.
Bro.
I'm out.
Okay.
Alright,
so Julian is on his second hot lap right now.
Hugo's
did a 27.0. My god. Where did he find that? I have never seen a 27.0.
Yeah, and that wasn't even his fastest final sector, so he can do a sub 27.
Oh my god.
He dropped a 10th in the final sector. God damn it, must be nice being talented at this game.
Yes. Alright, but Julian is also coming up to the final chicane. He's not invalidating. So let's see what he can do. 10th. It's a 27.4, puts him on P2.
It kind of seems a little bit less impressive though when you consider it's 4/10 off Hugo. It's still a really fast lap. But
27.4 is still one of the fastest laps I have seen on this track.
yeah, that's very quick.
Hugo's time so far is just absolutely phenomenal.
And still time left in it.
I have no clue where he found that, and now he's giving slipstream to his teammate as well, I believe.
Yeah, he's doing it again. Danny's improving by 4/10.
Yeah, Hugo's getting out of the way now. Danny full on the brakes. He's looking faster through the chicane than he did the last lap. So let's see what this is going to be. It's at 27.7, so he improves by 2/10, but it's P5 so far.
Yeah, I think he actually lost time in the chicane. I think he was a bit too cautious about hitting his clipping points and just didn't carry the speed. That's how it looked to me anyway. Or maybe the split was a line.
Yeah, maybe. So currently we have Lance on an in-lap, I believe. Yeah, an in-lap.
Yeah. Timo is on a lap right now.
Timo is on a lap, alright.
Yeah. It's a reasonable first sector. 32.2. Could be a bit fast. That's very sketch in Degner 2 though.
Yeah,
very scrappy exit.
Yeah, it went a bit wide and lost some traction there.
Yeah, probably cost him a 10th or 2 at least. But neat and tidy through the hairpin. Good drive out. So he should still be able to get probably a 28 out.
That's an interesting line. Take into Spoon. Because he went very much on the inside. Almost completely on the grass. Could have been an invalidation, and I don't think it's going to gain you any time. Because you're losing traction through the second left-hander.
Yeah.
So going through the chicane now, he's looking a bit conservative on the first one. Second one is fine, but he runs a bit wide there.
Yeah, he could use more of the apex curbing.
Yeah, so it's a 28.7.
Well, there's definitely room for improvement.
Yeah. So, let's see. Some idiot is on a lap.
Yeah, Copy thankfully getting out of his way. I think Copy's run out of fuel.
Yeah, Copy has invalidated.
No, apparently no.
Copy has invalidated this lap. Some idiot is looking good through the chicane.
Yeah, very decent speed. Seems to struggle on the exit of the front corner.
Yeah, so that's another improvement by 3/10 exactly. It's a 27.3. You can see the rest of the field really being pushed to get those better times by the time that Hugo's had just put in.
Yeah, but still about 3/10 clear. That's really impressive. And as we said, there is time in the laps.
Yeah. So, Triton is on an in lap, I believe. Not sure.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, the time is well off.
Yeah, and he's
yes, it is.
He invalidated as well, but he's saving ERS, so he might have enough fuel to go for another run.
Yeah, he should be going for a run now. He'd want to turn his ERS up though. At 0 right now.
Yeah, no, he's going in.
I'm not sure why. He mustn't have had enough fuel or something, because his tires say 0 laps, and he had the ERS, so...
Yeah, Nicholas puts in a 27.6.
That's a very competitive time. Good job.
Speedy is on a lap right now as well.
Yeah, and he's improving. 31.7 in the first sector, which is very good. It's a very quick first sector.
31.7 in the second sector as well.
The second sector split is up here.
Oh yeah, that's up there. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that showed me the time from the first sector still.
Yeah, I lost a bit of time in the second sector. Just marginally.
Yeah, he's looking good through the chicane. Looked like he cut it a bit too much, but it's not invalidated.
Yeah, good use of the curb and
it's a 27.4. He improves by 3.5 tenths. So it puts him on P4.
Yeah. What I've noticed, which seems to be causing, seems to be sucking a bit of time out of some idiot's lap, is he's getting very loose on the exit of the final corner with the bump and everything. That's a problem some others don't seem to be having. So I think maybe if he adjusted his line, he might find a bit of time there. He's the expert, not me. So what do I know?
Yeah, Speedy retired on track here. It blocked a few cars, but I believe they weren't on the lap. So that's alright, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't retire on track anyway, because it can block people and can cause issues, so you're better off just to pull into the pits and hit retire then.
Yeah. Julian is
Vance was on a lap and has completely killed himself coming out the hairpin.
Right, but Julian is coming through the final chicane. He was up 110 through the second selector splits, and it's a 27.3. Puts him. It's an identical time to some idiot. Puts Julian on P2.
Yeah. And crucially, some idiot is on an out lap and will get to do another lap, so he should be able to jump Julian if he can improve.
Yeah.
Hugo has spun off in Dunlop.
Well, to be fair, his lap was so fast that I don't think he's gonna improve on that. Maybe the 110th in the third sector, but that's about it.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's going to bail out of this because he spun, so he's going to have put some wear on his tires, but he doesn't need the lap time he has in the bag.
No.
Unless some idiot or a copy can do something about it, but it's going to be tough to find that amount of time.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see what lap times people are doing. Popo Gamer. Oh, that's not Popo Gamer, that was some idiot starting a lap. Slash LP, I believe. No, that's not Slash LP, that's Y6 that has started his lap. Or just did one, I believe. Yeah, he just did one. So coming up next is Hugo's then. But yeah, he is down on his lap time because he spun earlier, so he's pulling into the pits. Up next we have Timo. Going through 130R now. And he is 2 tenths up on his time. So you might look in 2 extra positions. Cuts the corner very marginally in the bear, but it's not an invalidation. And that is a 28.3, puts him on P10.
Yep, decent time.
Yeah, Triton is the next one to cross the line. It's a 27.6.
Yeah, very good time from Triton there. Can be happy with that.
And Danico again coming through the chicane.
Yeah, some idiot has bailed out of his lap time, so he's not going to improve.
Yeah, Danico improves by almost 3 tenths. It's a 27.4, puts him P5.
Yeah,
next
good
one
effort.
is Jesse, puts him P13. And then we have the 2 Toro Rossos. Copy.
Yeah, not able to improve.
And Mac Jackley has pulled into the pits. And then some idiot was the last one, but he is marginally down on his time. So that's qualifying over. And we have Hugo's on pole position by 3 tenths. And then Julian and some idiot on identical lap times. On P2 and P3 respectively.
Yeah, and once again, luck favors Julian over some idiot. Some idiot set the lap first, so in real life F1, he would have gotten the P2, but for some reason, Julian gets it, so that's a bit sketch.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's Hugo's putting it on pole position in his home race. He must be very happy with that.
Yeah.
A phenomenal 27.050.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. And not even an optimal lap as well. He lost time in the final second. So
yeah, so it
26 is there.
Yeah, it could have been a 26.9 even. A high 26.9. But still, under the 27s is just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely nuts.
Yeah, so Julian and some idiots are going to be battling it out behind Hugo's, both on an identical lap time again.
Impressive by Speedy to come back after some time off and be as close as he was as well.
Yeah, because he
Right up there in P4.
hasn't raced for a while. I think he was there last week, but before he hasn't raced for a few weeks.
Yeah, he's missed a couple of races recently, so he wouldn't be on his peak form, I don't think.
No. Right. But we're now just waiting for the players to load in. Cars are already on the grid, as you might be able to see on the bottom right of the screen.
Yeah, for me, they're moving up and down, side to side like a roller coaster.
Yeah, I can see that as well. The Ferrari is vibing.
Mm.
Alright, and we are in. So you guys going to lead them around on the formation lap. So let's see, do we have anything interesting going on with the tires? Yes, with outside the top 10 we have Slash, LP, Deadbands, Y6 and Icewind starting on medium. So Icewind is racing, but he missed qualifying.
Guess so.
Interesting. I believe Icewind was a Red Bull driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, then Y6 is in his seat. I'm not sure what happened there, but I think Icewind was just running late then. But that's alright. So he's gonna have to drive in Renault today. And I believe he's gonna have to use default setup if he didn't join in time.
You can choose your setup on the grid for the race. That's fine.
Okay.
If you miss qualifying, that is. But being in the Renault, that shouldn't be a problem for Icewind because after all, Renault is better than Mercedes.
Yes, of course. I mean, I think we can all agree on that.
I mean, is it even a contest?
To be honest.
I mean, case in point, 2005, 2006, Renault just hammered McLaren. I mean, it's basic evidence. I don't know what more you want from me.
I think that's all. I think that's all we need.
Yeah. And some of you might say, what about the B6 hybrid era? That doesn't count.
No.
Those aren't real F1 cars.
Not really, no. Alright, so the first cars are coming up to their grid slots. It looks like there is a gap between Slash LP and Deadbands.
Yeah.
So
Band's kind of doing the OP tire strat. He is on medium, so this might actually be a genuine strategy to give the soft runners cold tires.
yeah, might be.
I gotta say though, imagine being unqualified by Timo. Big rip. No offense, Timo.
Can I get a better... Yes, thank you, a better camera position.
Yeah, I'm staring at the pit wall. Epic.
Alright, so we've got 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Looks like some idiot is gonna get a good start.
Yeah.
Some idiots and Julian alongside, Speedy pulling alongside as well. Going too wide into turn 1. Julian on the inside trying to take the position, but it looks like some idiot is gonna get it through the next corner.
Yeah, good start by some idiot.
We have a yellow flag behind, and that is Jesse off track.
Jesse's in the wall. And Icewind gets a penalty for collision, so something happened between the two of them. Tipsy had a light launch off the grid, I must say. Instantly yoinked 2 cars. Wasn't able to do much more if he got boxed in, but an incredible start. So good work from him.
Yeah, Icewind also making up 3 positions. But of course, with the contact with Jesse involved as well. Not sure what happened there, but he got 5-second time penalty for it, so it must have been a pretty...
Yeah, so there's something a bit suspect there. Yeah. So the question is, does Icewind have any wing damage? It doesn't look like it. Certainly nothing significant. Seems bizarre that you would have a penalty for a severe collision and have no damage.
Yeah, that's quite curious.
Yeah.
So now the grid is away pretty cleanly.
Yeah, it's still pretty bunched up. Like no one outside of a second really, besides gap between Speedy and Julian.
Yeah.
Nah, my overlay's a bit bugged, it appears, but yeah, the grid's still relatively packed up.
Yeah, it was a bit bugged for me as well then.
Yeah, Y6 just falling off a little bit from the train, and Jesse obviously pitting, but the rest of them all fairly close.
Yeah, Julian having a look on some idiots. So...
Yeah, you wouldn't send it there though.
No, he wasn't gonna go for the move here, but a few corners back he was almost running alongside some idiot.
Yeah, this battling between them is opening up a gap to Hugo slightly, which is quite important because Hugo will want to break the DRS. Not as powerful here as in some other tracks, but still, if you can break it, that just gives you a bit more comfort to worry so much about DRS.
Yeah, looks like Slash LP has lost 2 positions in the hairpin to Icewind and Tipsy Bob.
Yeah, he seemed to have a few difficulties at the hairpin, so struggling a bit.
Yeah, at the moment there's a 3/10 gap between Hugo and Social Media, 2/10. So it's not too big yet. Looks like Danny has made the overtake on Speedy.
Yeah, didn't catch that, but yeah, you have to really be committed to make an overtake here. It's very difficult.
Yeah, Hugo's puts in the fastest lap. So we're into lap 3 and Hugo's is leading the grid in his home race. So he's looking good so far because some idiots and Julian are going to be fighting behind him. So Hugo should be able to get away. Gap is at 8/10 at the moment.
Yeah, just needs to find about 2/10 to break the DRS.
Yeah.
Not far off.
Yeah, so Icewind is in the pits now. Looks like he has pitted for mediums and Jesse has pitted for hards as well. Last lap.
Yeah, so I'm guessing Icewind must have had some kind of damage. If that's the case. Yeah, Hugo not really able to break the DRS though. Some idiot closing in by a couple of tenths. Still very bunched. I have said. The DRS train is humongous.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the DRS train isn't too strong on Suzuka because we only have the DRS straight on the start-finish line, which isn't too long.
Yeah. That is fair, but still it does. It definitely gives you an advantage.
Yeah, definitely.
And the fact that you basically have a couple of tenths of free lap time allows you to save on your resources a little bit.
Yeah, so the biggest gap we have is... Oh, and Popa Gamer is looking for an overtake on Timo.
Yeah, Timo fending that off well. I know Popo a bit vulnerable to that bounce, manages to hold him off. It's good racing between Popo and Timo.
Yeah, it looks like Timo has fallen down to Trite and the gap is 1.8 seconds at the moment. So yeah, well, the DRS train has been broken up.
Yeah, side by side in turn 1, 2 and 3 would do that. Because the track is narrow enough and the corners are so fast that if you have to compromise your line to run side by side with another car, you lose a bunch of time.
Yeah. So Julian running very high on ERS. Some idiots as well. So some idiot might be closing up to Hugo's here, but he's choosing to stay behind as he turns down his ERS. Of course, wanting to have the benefit of the DRS on the next straight. So some idiot might be looking for a move.
Yeah, he doesn't like to hang around with, and he's left the session. Oh no!
I don't know what happened there. He was looking a bit scruffy through the last corner, and now he's lost connection to the session. So that's gonna give Julian the second position.
Yeah.
Some
He's
idiot
joined
says
back.
now, yeah, he's joined back, so he's gonna have to find a good moment to join back, because he's now inside of Danny. So now his AI car is getting out of the way, so that's gonna be very difficult to find a good moment to join back, and he has taken control now, and Speedy is alongside him. So going into Degner 1, and they touch. Doesn't look like Speedy has picked up damage there. But Speedy has lost 2 positions, excuse me.
Yeah. So Icewind does just like fastest lap. So yeah, some
yeah, of course he's running in free air.
Yeah, some dodgy dealings for some idiot there. Lost 2 positions and oodles of time because of that. That's not ideal. So now Julian is right on Hugo's gearbox. Julian quite aggressive, so Hugo would want to be wary of that. Danny just behind. So looks like a good showing so far from Alpha.
Yeah. So Julian is staying behind here to get the DRS onto the next straight, so he's gonna have to get a good exit.
Speedy with the penalty.
Like he does get a good exit, so he's gonna have the DRS now. Hugo's already moving to the inside to defend. Julian already alongside before the corner, and he gets past. Yeah, Julian
Hugo thought about sticking his nose in there. So
yeah, but he just
Julian had it.
Able to do it. So now Julian is in the lead of the race. And some idiot has fallen out of DRS range to Danico because he has made the overtake on Speedy again.
Yeah. So that's really cost him dearly.
Yeah, so some idiot now using a lot of ERS to get back into that DRS train. How much he hates the DRS trains, he is gonna need it at the moment.
Yeah.
To keep up with the top 3.
So Julian, the master conservator of ERS, is on 90%. So crazy.
Yeah, and the gap is already 7/10 between him and Hugo's.
Yeah, he's not messing around.
At the moment we also almost have a 5-second gap between Timo and Nicholas. From P8 to P7. So Timo keeping the guys behind in check, but he's not able to keep up with the pace of the top 7.
Yeah, and before long, Vance, who is right on his gearbox, is going to have the tire advantage as the softs wear off. So, and Julian sets the fastest lap, so that's confirmation of his pace.
Yeah. Oh, and Vance gets a very bad exit out of that last corner.
Yeah, but pole pitting, that's quite early.
Yeah. Tipsy now moving to the inside of his teammate into turn 1. And Tipsy gets in front as he's on the soft tire, so he's gonna have more grip through the corner. So now it's Tipsy in P9 and Benz in P10.
Yeah, they've lost a bunch of times, Timo.
Yeah.
Triton's there as well.
Yeah, Triton is behind Benz as well. Triton being on the soft tire, so he should have more grip at this point still. The soft tire should last around 10 laps, so we are in lap 7 now, so you would expect them to start falling down a little bit maybe. But not quite yet.
Yeah.
So Triton should be in the advantage still.
I would expect at this point the bounce would have swung the other way. The mediums should start to give more grip than the soft. I haven't tested it myself first, so not certain on that, but they'd be fairly close, if not slightly in favor of the mediums. And that's a big mistake there.
Yeah, but I think we're at the crossover points right now.
Yeah.
Because Triton is not really looking particularly fast through those corners. Compared to that Vance, of course. He is getting closer now because of the ERS. And he's going for a move. He has a look on the outside. Vance hits his teammate in the rear.
Oi, that's a bit sketchy. And further up, some idiot has made the pass on Danny with the DRS.
So that's some idiot now in P3. The gap is 1.9 seconds ahead. Triton on the outside of that Vance.
Oh, couldn't make it work.
He's gonna have to cut
3
back.
second time.
Yeah, now trying to have a fight with Vance, but he's gonna have to back out of there.
Yeah, Triton not really having the start to the race he wanted and losing a lot of time because of it. And he's on the standard strategy as well, so this is going to be difficult for him.
Yeah, so I've been reading the chat a bit, and people are rooting for Hugo and Danny to get a good result today.
Yeah.
Of course, Hugo it being his home race, and Danny just hasn't really been getting the results he wanted lately. His pace has been good, but he's been a bit unlucky. Sometimes getting penalties and sometimes getting into collisions with other drivers, which is costing him the race. And he's in P4 at the moment, so he might be looking in for a good result today.
Yeah, Hugo pits, so taking the undercut on Julian. They're about to equal on ERS, so Julian having to expend some ERS to keep ahead. So this could be good for Hugo. The undercut is decently powerful here, especially with such a high speed lap. Every little bit of grip you have makes a difference.
I mean, it basically does that on every track, right?
Yeah, but it's just the nature of this circuit. It's quite potent because the amount of time you spend cornering. Like
yeah,
there's like some tracks you spend a lot of time just flat out on the straights or through high speed corners that don't really require the grip, so you don't really get the benefit of the fresh tires. But here you're constantly cornering through, especially through the S's, so it's just worth that much more because you're using more of that grip for more of the time. That's my experience of it, at least. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I believe you.
Yeah. You're damn right. You better.
All right.
And
so
you go immediately dispatching of Y6.
Yeah. Some idiot is pulling into the pits now, and Danico as well. Looks like Danico is closed up to some idiots here in the pits.
Yeah, interestingly,
Julian still going.
Yeah, so what I'm wondering here is this a play to get the tire advantage towards the end? Because they are going to be undercut. But obviously, the less distance you have on your tires, the more grip you have. So that should help them a bit. So I wonder if it's trading the undercut for better tire grip towards the end.
Yeah. Possibly.
And Julian is using a lot of ERS right now, so he's definitely trying to create a gap and fend off from that cut as much as possible.
Yeah, he might be going in this lap then.
Yeah, I'd expect he would. Certainly next lap, that's about the limit of the tire life. So if he goes too long, he's going to lose too much time with the undercuts. And he does have the pit icon on, so I guess he's pitting. Or at least that's what's in the strategy.
Yeah, he is pitting.
Yeah, so will Copy follow suit? I believe he does, yeah.
Yeah, Copy follows him as well. Nicholas goes into the pits. Of course, Ben's having started on those mediums, he's gonna have to keep going.
Yellow flags in sector 1 and 2, that's Jesse gone around. Still got it going, so
yeah, it's in Dagner 2.
Yeah, wouldn't be a safety car or anything like that, thankfully. To mess things up. Hugo puts in the fastest lap, as would be expected on new tires.
And now that Benz is leading the race.
And Hugo's right beside Julian on the exit.
Ooh.
So the undercut almost working out.
Yeah, but Julian does get in front.
Yeah.
So of course that's the benefit of getting on the inside after the pit stop. So if you're gonna come alongside, then you're gonna have the inside on the next corner.
Yeah, so it's fortunate that Julian didn't wait one more lap. before pitting because he definitely would have lost out. But now he has the lead and he has the tire advantage.
Yeah, he's
And he has
went a
the
bit
ERS
wide.
advantage. Well.
Yeah, he's running higher on the ERS. Some idiot also still 1.9 seconds behind Hugo, so he's looking to close the gap. He's using a lot of ERS at this point.
Yeah, there is a bit of traffic ahead in the form of the medium runners and Mac Jagli. So
Yeah,
this could be an invitation for Samijit.
Yeah, I think Mac Jagli is gonna pit this lap.
Yeah, surely. Although he's only done 10 laps now, so he could go a lap more if he wanted to, but... and yeah, he does, so that's definitely going to hold Julian up.
Yeah.
Particularly in the S's, it's going to be a struggle, because there is an element of dirty air as well. So this is surely going to Sumijit, who will catch them once they get held up.
Yeah. Further back we have Ice Winds going for a move on Tipsy Bob. He's using the DRS to get past and he gets past easily on the straight.
Yeah, pretty standard DRS overtaking, particularly special.
But goes a bit wide for the next corner there, but he keeps the position.
Yeah, turn 1 and 2 is kind of awkward. You can kind of... There are a number of different lines you can run and basically...
Julian going on the inside of Mac Jagli.
That was a bit of a send. And
yeah, but he did get a position.
And Hugo. Yeah.
Yes, now Hugo now using all of his ERS to get past as fast as possible. Because he wants to keep up with Julian. And he has done it, so he is still behind Julian at this point.
Yeah, so thankfully Hugo not losing out too much there.
Yeah.
But still Slash and that band's ahead of them, so more traffic to clear yet. And Samijit is almost in the DRS of Mac Jagli now.
Danico picks up a 3-second time penalty there.
Yeah, the penalties are Danny's Achilles heel.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not sure what's going on with Samijit's pace, but he's not really finding time to Hugo and Julian despite the traffic, so it's kind of strange. And Julian looking at Slash and the S's, that's not really doable.
Oh, and he's going to the inside of Dunlop. And that almost pushes Slash off track, and Slash basically is off track at this point. So I'm not sure if that was considered a clean move.
Yeah, there was contact there, so that's something to look back at. That was a bit sketchy.
Yeah, to be fair, that was a little bit of too much ambition, maybe.
Yeah, it was a matter of time before he got past Slash anyway, so it was maybe a bit on the aggressive side, and he opened the door for Hugo anyway, so it didn't really benefit him at all.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Okay, so now some idiot is right on the back of Slash. He has lost the position to Danico, apparently.
Yeah.
In a minute.
And can't be having a look at some idiot now. And Speedy picks up at 5 seconds, so he's got the chicane. That's
got the chicken.
Yeah, he got the chicken. Get knee drumsticks.
Alright. Julian now right on the back of that band's going through the S's. So let's see if he's gonna go for a similar move. I don't think he will. So he's not as close to that Bance.
And Bance, he's a very hard racer. He would say, bro, no.
Yeah, he would close the door.
Yeah. And Hugo's now right there on the back of Julian. Julian just being held up, and Bance fends that off. So this is a good invitation for Hugo, who's right there.
Yeah. Bance helping Hugo there, and maybe potentially some idiots as well.
Yeah, so I mean, he's not really been able to benefit from the traffic though. He's, if anything, he's lost out losing that position to Danny, so really doing anything.
Yeah. The gap between Danico and Hugo is now 1.4 seconds, and some idiot is still in Danny's ERS range. So now Hugo's and Julian both getting past that band on the straight. Hugo's having a look to the outside, but backing out. Julian going a bit deep through the corner. So Hugo might be looking for an overtake on the straight. He gets the DRS. Both using all they have.
Yeah,
Hugo
I think
gets
Hugo has
alongside. Yeah, and Hugo has the position again. So it's Hugo in P1.
Yeah, Hugo navigating the traffic perfectly. Really nicely done. Despite his time found his moments. And it's worked out for him.
Yeah, and now Bans is part of the DRS, trying with these 6/10 off of Julian already.
Yeah, there's just such a difference in the grip of the new tires and the 14 lap old ones for Bans.
Yeah, I'm expecting him to go on for another 2 laps right now.
Yeah, probably about that.
Oh, Danny going a bit deep into the hairpin. Some idiot's having a look, but he has to concede.
Yeah, some idiot running really low on ERS, and that's really hurting him. He's not really able to fight quite so hard. It's just at a disadvantage to the guys around him.
So Danico now overtaking Bans on the straight. Bans not really using ERS, so some idiot might be looking for a move here as well.
Yeah, looking around the outside is
Bans defending really hard.
Yeah, nice try.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, Hugo sets the fastest lap, 30.5.
Yeah, some idiot is not going to be able to go for the overtake here on Bans. Oh, and Bans brakes for Danico. And some idiot hit him in the back. I think he got wing damage from that.
Yeah, that...
Yeah, he got a little bit of wing damage. The right front end plate is gone. And
yeah,
it cost him a position as well.
Really not having...
I have a feeling that Benz hit the brakes a little bit too hard there going into turn 1. But yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, meanwhile Danico is really not able to keep up with the pace of the top 2. Danico again running a bit deep into the hairpin.
Yeah, maybe just overdrive. Really that is an issue in the race. Tries a little bit too hard, picks up penalties, makes mistakes.
Yeah.
He's in a bit of a no man's land because Bans behind him is out of the DRS and on slower tires. He has a bit of a gap to copy. And he's well behind Julian. Although Copy's making the pass on Bans now.
Yeah, Copy is fast now. Some idiot now already on the back of Bans again. Bans now going into the pits. So some idiot gets the DRS and is able to move up to Copy.
Yeah, Copy. But he has particularly in sector 1 here is awful. Car feels horrible, so he's surely going to be hemorrhaging time. And Iceland continuing his adventures up the field, passing Timo on the DRS.
Yeah, puts him in P11. So he's still not in the points, he is 3.7 seconds away from Triton.
And I'm pretty sure his tires are getting a bit long in the tooth. They're 14 laps now. I'm not sure if they can go to the end of the race from here. That would be quite a stretch. Probably doable with a safety car period, but under green flag running the whole race, that's going to be tricky. Yeah, all of the mediums are pretty durable here.
Yeah, he's going to have to do 24 laps on those mediums. I don't think that's possible. Because we've seen people doing 20 laps on mediums in SLR, and Icewind got a puncture. being on 20 lap old mediums, so I don't think Icewind is going to go to the end.
Was that not Inter's?
Was that Inter's? No,
yeah. In
oh,
yesterday's
yeah.
race. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Well, never mind then.
Bound auto moments, alright. Copy going for a move on Danico.
And gets it done.
Yeah, Speedy also going for a move on some idiot, so Speedy is now on P5.
Yeah, runs really wide though, so some idiot gonna come back, but Speedy covers that off.
Yeah, and some idiot is just not as fast through the S's because of the wing damage. You can already see him losing a lot of time.
Yeah. So it's an interesting group of cars here. Slash and Bance in P13 and P14 on the soft, so well out of the points, but as I said, they're on soft tires, so they're going to be quick. Can they find points? Or is it a little bit too far? Currently, Bance 7 seconds off points. So penalties might play a factor there. And Julian, as ever, on the back of Hugo. So still not able to find a way through, and Hugo doing a good job of conserving his ERS.
Yeah, but Julian is very high on battery as well. So Julian is just using his old tactic that he also uses against some idiots. He is just conserving ERS, keeping his battery at 100% and just staying behind the car in front for the entirety of the race.
It's a little bit far back for this. It chooses to back out wisely.
Yeah.
And drain Hugo's battery for one more lap, and Triton gets 5 seconds. That's probably at the chicane as well. He cut the chicken. He getting them nuggies.
Mac Jacqueline might run a threat here. Pulls to the inside to defend. Tipsy Bob goes to the outside for a move. And he
gets it done.
Yeah, gets it done. Mac Jackley was looking to the inside there still, but he is not able to fight back.
Nice clean stuff. And Bance and Slash right behind them.
Yeah, that as well, of course.
Yeah, they're gonna have the definite grip advantage. They won't want to waste too much time with Slash making a little bit of a mistake. Drops off Mac a little bit. Bance for the time penalty.
Julian's still staying behind Hugo's. Hugo's using a lot of ERS here.
But worth a mention, Copy is closing in on these two, so he's definitely the fastest car on track at the minute, at least in terms of the times they're running.
Yeah, so he
almost
might be able
in the
to,
DRS.
Yeah, he might be able to challenge Julian coming into the final lap. But Julian is now looking for a move on Hugo's. He goes around the outside and there's contact. And Hugo's is around. Oh no.
Yeah, that's a disaster.
Oh no, that's Hugo's chances for the win gone.
Yeah, it's all gone wrong. And his tires are going to be cooked as well. He held that slide so long.
Yeah, he's fell down to P6.
Yeah. Where are you when Hugo is killed? I am watching stream when Julian overtake.
Oh, come on, man.
Good beer, Hugo. No.
No. I don't want to believe this.
Oh, come on, man. It's so sad.
Oh, Hugo's could have gotten a win in his home race today.
But Julian said no.
Musta sign.
Buckmiss, man. Buckmiss.
Come on, man. What the hell?
Oh, come on, man.
I think Kitsune has summed it up in chat perfectly. I'm sad now.
I think we're all sad for Hugo's at this point.
We all are, man.
Mamma mia.
Joel says, I could have got a podium on Thursday, and Vinny said no.
Oh,
I mean,
come on, man.
Damn, bro, that's crazy and all, but I don't
No.
remember asking.
No, come on. You can't be doing that.
I'm sorry, Joel.
Yeah,
The
Joel's...
opportunity to go sicko mode was just too much. I'm sorry, but
It's a safety car.
Mac has
Yeah,
done the good, yeah, and Slash is
Um,
retired.
No, that's Slash into the pits. So there's
Yeah,
been an
Slash
incident
has.
there. If you 130R. Yeah, so Slash has gone in the wall, and that has caused the safety car. So immediately Ben's going in the pits on the soft tire, so that might put him in for a good result as well.
Yeah.
So now the question is, what is the rest of the grid gonna do?
So,
Of course,
yeah,
there's 6 laps to go, so it's gonna be an interesting choice whether people are gonna be going into the pits or whether they choose to stay outside on a medium tires.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it for the people at the back to pit for the soft tires. But for the people up front, given it is a bit of a sprint finish, not quite worth it. Better to have the track position than the grip advantage. Because it is hard to overtake here, so that might play a factor in the decision.
People in the chat already rooting for a comeback drive from Hugo's.
And
So,
Julian.
Yeah, Copy stays out. Danico goes into the pits.
Baited Danny in,
Speedy
although
goes
Danny
in.
might well have come in anyway.
Some idiot goes in.
Some
and
idiot.
Hugo
Some
stays
idiot
out.
is gonna have to change his wing though.
Well, if he chooses to, of course.
Ooh, Mac with a drive-through penalty. That's good.
Yeah, some idiot gets a wing change. So Hugo's is now in P2, choosing to stay out on these medium tires. So if he's able to attack Copy after the safety car, and then able to defend for the last few laps, then he might still get the win.
Yeah, considering the position he was in terms of the comeback, that was probably the best decision. Because if he wants to win, to come from P6, especially if pit, that's just not gonna work.
Yeah, that's really difficult.
But at least not on the back of Copy, he can hold off. He has a cushion between himself and Julian, so maybe that would work out.
Yeah, Nicholas is still in
the
there.
time they have.
Yeah, but of course, almost the entire grid is on softs now. Y6 is still on the hards, and Copy and Hugos have chosen to stay out on the mediums.
As has Nick.
Yeah, so the question is going to be, are those top 3 runners going to be able to keep the rest of the field behind when the safety car is over? Because I believe it's going to be a 3-lap sprint race at the end.
Yeah, it most likely will be. So Hugo's best opportunity is probably going to be a DRS pass on the penultimate lap. That's probably going to be his best shot at getting the race win. It's still all to play for.
Yes. Alright, people in the chat's really rooting for Hugo to get this. For Icewind as well. Icewind is in P13 at the moment. If he gets good pace, then he might be able to get some positions, but it's going to be tough to get into the points.
Yeah, it's not beyond the realms of possibility, but it is going to be tough. We might have to wait one more lap for the safety car. Jesse just coming through the Casio triangle now.
Yeah. Yeah, so if the safety car is going to go in this lap, then it's going to be 4 laps. But I don't think that's going to go in yet.
Yeah, there's still 28 seconds for the train to close up. I somewhat doubt it's gonna happen this lap, but almost certainly regardless of what happens next lap, I believe 3 laps from the end is the cut off.
Alright, so Tipsy, Icewind and Y6 have caught up to the back of the grid. So McJackley and Jesse are the only ones that aren't there yet.
Yeah, slowly closing up, but it's not gonna happen this lap, I don't think.
I'm not sure. I think it would have told us at this point. Yeah, we're coming up to the chicane now, so it would have told us about... Oh, it's going in!
Safety car is in this lap, that's a surprise.
Yeah, that's pretty late, so... Of course the question is gonna be, how is Hugo's launch gonna be compared to Copy? Copy going slow there. And now he's going, but he loses a little bit of traction there.
Yeah, not really able to get the launch he wanted because the call was quite late.
Speedy and Danico running side by side. Julian having a look on the inside of Nicholas, but not being able to do it. Speedy on the inside of Danny. He's now in P5.
Nice maneuver.
So there's been a little bit of fighting between the soft runners, but not Julian being able to overtake Nicholas just yet. So for now that puts Hugo in the clear still.
Yeah, and he's right there with Copy. Using a lot of ERS, you really want this bad. So, crucially, the sooner he can get Copy, the more of a gap he puts between himself and Julian, which is crucial in terms of the race win, given it is a 3-lap sprint.
Julian is already all over the back of Nicholas, and he is using maximum ERS at this point. But so does Nicholas, I believe. Nicholas going to the inside to defend.
Yeah,
so
nicely
Julian
defended.
Not being able to get past. And I think Julian is going to get it on this straight, maybe.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit adventurous though.
He's using a lot, but he is going to... Is he going to go to the inside of 130R? He is going to do it, and there is contact, and Julian almost loses it. And that puts Speedy through.
Now attacking Speedy. So Speedy gets the place.
Yeah.
Now under attack from Danny, it's all going wrong from Julian all of a sudden. Manages to fend off Danny, but has lost himself a bunch of time and that might possibly cost himself the race win. Dear God, I have 3 cars in a row with rev glitch.
Epic.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Right, but now Hugo's is at the moment safe from the soft runners. Because Nicholas is still between him and the soft runners. But it looks like Hugo's is struggling to keep up with Copy. Copy is not using a lot of ERS really. Hugo's is a bit lower, so it looks like he's struggling to keep up. So actually Copy might take the win, but I don't know what the situation is with penalties at this point.
Yeah, that's crucial with a late safety car. Copy is 1 warning. As we know, he's pretty good with that sort of thing.
Yeah, do you know anything about Hugo's? If he does have any penalties?
I'm checking that. My controller just did failing disconnect. Hugo also only has 1, so it's a straight fight. Nick is in the same situation as well, just 1 warning. Speedy has a bunch of penalties.
So Speedy is going to be well down the field then.
Yeah, Julian also 1 warning.
Yeah, Speedy now going to the inside of Nicholas and he gets past before the corner.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, he lost a bit of traction there. And it cost him a bit of time, but he is now in P3. So he can maybe hunt Hugo's down. Even though he's going to lose position due to penalties. Seems like Hugo's lost a bit of time coming out of the S's. Copy.
About even with what he was.
Nicholas is losing positions. He's down to P7 now.
Nick is getting mugged. Absolutely mugged.
Julian, Danny and Samediat are all through, so I think he made a mistake coming through Dunlop.
Yeah. And this is approaching crunch time for Hugo. He needs to be right up there and have a good drive onto the DRS. if he wants that position.
Yeah. So we're gonna have one proper DRS trait in this race. And Hugo needs to use all the DRS he has to get on the back of Copy so he's even able to think of an overtake. He is gonna have to do it there.
Yeah. It's gonna need a really good drive out of the final chicane.
Yeah, so let's see what he can do. He gets a good drive, but Copy gets a good one as well.
Yeah. Is he close enough? I don't think he is. I think he's a bit too far back.
Yeah, he's not able to make the
there.
overtake. Something happening behind here. Triton and Nicholas are fighting. Seems like Triton has gone past. And Popo Gamer now also on the inside of Nicholas.
Yeah,
Nicholas
Nick
really
fends
falling
off,
down
though,
the
but,
field
Popo
now.
has
Oh
to
no,
grip
that's
and Popo
Popo around.
Yeah. Side on contact and Popo retires.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Might be an interesting rejoin. Might have been.
And Hugo's laying waste to his battery now.
Yeah.
He's asking the team to give him everything. Even engine.
Yeah, but Hugo's just conserving ERS right now, so
Yeah.
he's really low, so he's not going to be able to attack Copy anymore. Yeah, Copy is on 40% ERS, so it's going to be easy defending from Hugo's. Speedy now going to the outside on 130R, Hugo conceding the position.
Yeah, he probably knows Speedy has penalties, he just needs to fend off Julian, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Hugo went to the inside to defend the position there.
So, Copy takes the win. Very well driven. Speedy. Hugo takes it.
Hugo takes
penalties.
P2.
Yeah. Julian P3.
Icewind finishes P8.
Yeah,
penalties.
That's a very solid drive from Icewind. Nicely done.
Right, so the results. Copy has won the race, keeping Hugo behind after the safety car. Hugo getting P2 on penalties.
Yeah.
Of course, Speedy being the one picking up multiple penalties. And Julian finishing P3. So maybe not really what he wanted, but it's a better result than some idiot, so he has closed up a bit.
Yeah. Bit of a shame for Hugo with the Julian incident, but without the safety car he would have finished down lower after this, so it did help him a little bit, but you have to wonder,
yeah, so
had that not happened, might Hugo have won?
Yeah, so Julian picks up 3rd position, which gives him 15 points. He does not get the fastest lap. Icewind gets the fastest lap of the race. So some idiot then gets 10 points, I believe. So Julian is going to close in by 5 points, which brings the gap down to 9 points. Speedy finishes P7, so he picks up 6 points, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, who do you think our driver today should be? I think we should go for Icewind. Starting P17, having no qualifying, and finishing P8. I think that was a solid drive from him.
That was really solid. Well done to him. Yeah, I cast my vote for him. Very good.
Alright.
So I was supposed to do the interview time.
Yes, it is time for interviews. So we're gonna close the game and see if anyone is interested.
Julian is already in the channel, so you can come in.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello there, Julian.
Hello there, Pixel.
And
I suppose it's too sweaty or else.
Yeah, today it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I really need a shower after this one. It's gonna be my 2nd of the day, but whatever.
Frick. Thankfully not too bumpy URL, which we predicted last week.
Oh yeah. It was good with the bump today. I found a setup that didn't really spin, and that was good overall. So yeah.
Yeah, it definitely helps. So talk us through your race.
Sure. So at the start, I don't even remember where I qualified. Can you guys help me?
You qualified P2 on identical lap time too. So you set it after, but somehow got P2, which is kind of.
That's Codemasters.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the start, I tried to take Hugo straight away in front, but yeah, I couldn't really make that work. So I had to wait a little bit behind. And we were just kind of trying to stay in the DRS of each other, and I guess trying to save ERS like we did in Russia. And at the pit stops, Hugo pitted earlier, and I stayed out a little bit later, so I could have fresher tires at the end. Because I'm gonna be honest, yeah, some idiot did it, and it paid off quite well for him in a few races. So I just tried to do the same, and yeah, it worked pretty well until the safety car came out. I guess we were in a pretty good battle as well. We made contact in turn one. I don't exactly know what happened, but I felt during the race that I left enough space. So I don't know. I have to look at my own recording as well to confirm that. But it was just really unfortunate because we had a good battle going, and yeah, that's just sad that it didn't continue like that because I was really enjoying it at that moment, and Sumit was quite far behind in the pack as well. So I could afford to battle a little bit, and that was good. So yeah, unfortunate about the incident, but yeah. Then the safety car restart came. I was on softs. Wasn't quite sure if that was the right call to go to, but yeah, it wasn't in the end because I would have been happier with second than being third, chasing the cars. But yeah, I had some good battles with Nicolas as well, and at the end with Speedy and the guys. So yeah, I guess I'm happy with the result. Could have been more, but at least I'm pulling in a little bit on the championship, and that's what matters at the moment.
Yeah, and still a podium, so I suppose all things considered, you can be pretty happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
So well done. So next race is Mexico. How do you feel about
that? It's not even going to be the Mexican Grand Prix. It's going to be the disqualifications everywhere Grand Prix. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I can minimize the penalties.
The disqualifications, can you elaborate on that?
Corner cutting time penalties. So yeah, that's gonna be not epic, but yeah, I just hope that I don't get penalties so I can get a good result there. Because if you don't get penalties, you're pretty much gonna win the race. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, best of luck with that. You seem pretty good with the whole no penalties thing on your better days. So I'm sure
on my better days, yeah.
I'm sure if you put it together, you'll be fine. So best of luck.
Yeah, thank you.
So I suppose we'll yoink in some idiot looking for an interview. Yoink. Hello there.
Hello.
So once again, a bit unlucky. Didn't really go your way. Talk us through it.
It's not been a good weekend for me. I've had 3 races, or at least I was going to race 3 races, counting this one. My internet shat on me in the second race. Couldn't even do that. RNL. Had a race where I spun twice. First, that was yesterday. Just no luck. If I had any luck, it'd be bad luck. There's a saying. I remember here from old time racing driver is if this guy was like it's like if you owned a funeral home, nobody would die ever. Like just the amount of bad luck that person had. That's what I feel like I had right now. Just bad luck all around. Just I don't know. Got a decent start. I was actually really happy with the start. Managed to get around the outside. Respect Julian. Gave me a ton of room on that regard. Just tried to go forward from there and disconnect. Internet I don't think that was my internet. I think that was Cody's deciding to claw their hands into it.
Yeah, I think Cody's were having
I
a
don't
go
know.
at you this week. Like the qualifying thing was immediately sketchy to me.
I don't know. I don't know what Slash was doing. That's a Vettel rejoin if I've ever seen one. I'm not even.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Are you
well,
talking
I
about the
hadn't
time, or
actually.
are you talking about? Are you talking
I hadn't
with
seen
Slash?
that. I was talking about the
No,
time.
Slash blocked me on my last run. He literally did a Vettel rejoin coming off in between the first and the second Egna. Like he literally was in the gravel trap, turned right back on the racing line right as it's coming through. As soon as I saw him, I had to jump out and abort my lap. So I lost my last lap. I was up by a tenth going up there, so I was like, well, I still have 27 laps to go make something of this, and just disconnect. Went back down to fourth, pit in. Slash again was just like trying to play his hands into the race. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I think I kind of screwed up at the hairpin, lost position to Danny. Then Bance let Danny through and just threw a big block at me and took off my front wing. So the safety car saved me in that regard because I would have finished sixth or seventh if the safety car didn't come out because I lost my whole right end plate. I was just like yellow, orange. Safety car restart, try to get all you can get, and just nothing I could really do at that point. Danny was defending well. I'm having an incident with him, so I'm gonna talk with him about that. And I don't know. At least I didn't lose 16 points. I only lost 8 points to Julian. He did a good job, made the most of his restart, and just wish I could have made a little bit more of it myself.
Yeah, yeah, it happens.
Oh, there goes Pixel.
Bruh.
He back.
Yeah, you went to good be it.
I see. I see. No, was gonna. Mind if I say something here? This is a little bit personal, but I wouldn't mind saying it here.
Yeah, go on.
It's me and my girlfriend's anniversary yesterday. I was hoping to have something I could celebrate for her for that, and just didn't happen. Just didn't happen this weekend. It's open for
Oh,
one
come
good
on,
race.
man.
Oh, that's
Make
unfortunate.
something.
Is this mind game
I
funny?
tried.
So,
I
sounds too
tried.
bad.
I mean,
No. I just wanted to. I just wanted to say that
I mean,
because I wanted to have
you
something
should
to
just
celebrate.
you should just count your blessings that you do pretend racing, and
Oh
you
yeah,
can
it's
have
an
a
it's
girlfriend.
a it's
Yeah,
a big up.
that's
I always I gotta remember to appreciate what I
yeah,
have, and that's
yeah. No,
honestly
no,
even
just
with
most
stuff like
pretend
that
race
happening.
drivers don't have a girlfriend, so you're doing better than most.
No, I just wanted to say here I got you something. I got us a win. I wanted to do something like that, but it's a what good thing is. A good thing is it's Mexico week, baby. Next race,
Mm,
Mexico. That's gonna be a fun
mm.
time.
Yeah, I would have guessed. What? I suppose you're quite confident about that one.
Well, I'm gonna try to make something better than this week. I've got some. I'm really happy with car have around Mexico. I've always felt pretty confident there. We're gonna see what happens. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna make something better of it than this week. Promise you that.
Yeah, no doubt. All right.
But is there any other questions I can answer?
Not from me, no.
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you for having me, guys. I'm gonna jump out.
All right.
All right, thanks, man.
See ya.
All right.
See it. All right. So,
Right.
anyone else?
I am not sure. Maybe Hugo's interested. Maybe we can ask him. Or are we gonna do the root thing and just yoink him in?
Screw it. Just yoink him.
Alright, go ahead.
Maximum disrespect.
Let's go.
Yoink.
Shalom.
Hello.
Is Hugo alive?
Boga. Shalom alaikum.
Unfortunately,
Right
Hugo's
in
not
his
there, I
life.
believe.
Hello.
Oh, he is there.
Konnichiwa.
No.
Hello, Hugo.
Am I in an interview?
Yes, you are in an interview.
Oh, okay.
So, how do you feel about the recovery drive after the safety car?
Um.
Because you were in for the win of the race, then you got spun around.
Yeah. I mean. Uh. Hold on.
Take your time.
I was basically just hoping on Nick, basically holding up everyone behind me and copy, and I was hoping that I could overtake copy when the DRS is available, but yeah,
Yeah, well,
it didn't.
Nicholas did keep everyone behind long enough.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Speedy overtook you at the end, but he had some penalties, so you got the P2 anyway.
Well, it could have been worse, I suppose, but not the win.
But I'm still looking for that P1.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure you'll get it
That-
someday.
So, as happy as I am for the safety car, I am still a little disappointed.
Yeah, that's understandable, for sure. How do you feel about Mexico?
Never had pace at Mexico, but I am on good form recently, so I'll see what I can do. And
I suppose. Do be. Well, yeah, good luck with that.
Thanks.
And hopefully the W will come.
Alright, so
This is a very entertaining interview.
yes, very entertaining.
It really it's not awkward at all, man.
It really isn't.
Not even slightly.
No, not even close.
Fake news.
Yeah, but alright, so
Alright.
I think that's it for this broadcast.
I
So
suppose it is.
yes. Alright, so check back next week for round 18 in Mexico.
Season 7, not season 4.
Season 7.
Yeah, I got it right this time.
Alright,
And
so
more villager noises as well.
maybe not. We'll see.
Oh, come on, man.
But alright, we'll see you again next week.
Alright, could be it.
Goodbye.